As Nigeria clocks 61, many issues have again come to the fore. Some of these issues include infrastructure deficit, high unemployment rate, high costs of borrowing, deteriorating state of economy, amongst others. In a special report, iBrandTV business correspondent Frank Omalape takes a look at the performance of the Nigeria economy at 61 and the journey ahead. His report.
It's been over 6 decades exactly on this day, in this particular stage, that Nigeria took a walk down the road of freedom to determine her own freedom economically and politically, ultimately to wield our own power as a sovereign nation. But it appears that the journey this road is not as easy as it seemed, even as the country continues to struggle. 61 years after independence.
61 years after independence, Nigeria has continued to find solution to her own economic challenges, but not without many struggles. The first national development plan after the Civil War was anchored basically on agricultural economy to a blended economy, but was unable to produce adequate capital for the plan, perhaps a result of colonial influence on its development models. Although the First and Second Republic in the 70s saw possible development following high oil prices and increase in revenue for Nigeria before it was cut short, no thanks to military dictatorship. 1999 marked yet another return to democratic system of government with high expectations. With over 200 million people, Nigeria faces huge infrastructure gap and a dwindling economy even after 61 years of independence. According to Respart, it's a journey of both bitter and sweet for the country.
So far, between independence and now, we have achieved a number of things which we must also acknowledge. From a sectoral perspective, we see the transformation that has taken place in our telecom sector. We cannot compare the telecoms environment today with what we had at independence, even some 10, 20 years ago. So a lot has happened in the area of telecoms and in the area of ICT.
We need to remember that what worked before can be remodeled to work again. We used to trade together. When we were trading together, we stayed together. When palm oil was coming from southwest, vegetable oil, granite oil from the north, cocoa, cola, when each region, when we're trading together, we stayed together, we valued each other better. We need to go back to bringing something from the table regionally, and that will keep us together.
Past governments have come up with different policies in order to address the country's economic challenges with little or no significant impact. From President Olusegun Obasanjo to the late Musa Yar'Adua, Goodluck Jonathan, and now Muhammadu Buhari, the economy continues to experience instability with slow growth. Between 1999 and 2007, under former President Olusegun Obasanjo, the economy grew at 6.5% and 8.09% under the late President Yar'Adua, and 6.31% in 2014 under former President Goodluck Jonathan, before slipping into recession under President Buhari in 2016 and in 2020 respectively. Although the economy will later bounce back with 5.01% in the second quarter of 2021.
When you look at 1960, what we had, then what we have now, you don't seem to be any similarity. In 1960, Nigeria was one of the best economy agricultural wise. We have the cocoa in the southwest, we have the granite pyramid, and we seem to be the food basket of Africa and maybe the world at that time. But then we discover oil, everything changed. Then we were not able to manage the boom that has happened through the oil discovery, and that has become the greatest challenge of our economy.
Although the government has continued to engage the citizens with promises of a better economy with little result to show, more worrisome is that at 61, Nigeria still struggles to meet its own daily food consumption, as food inflation has gone through the roof at 20% according to the latest NBS data. Experts have attributed the country's economic challenges to lack of sound leadership and political will, a bane for slow growth.
So now we are facing two major challenges when you come down to today. We are facing security and economic challenges. And these economic challenges are driven by man-made economic challenges. The greatest challenges facing Nigeria at the moment economically is how to get our naira stable.
Unfortunately, the biggest burden we have in our economy today in terms of sectors is our performance in the oil sector. We are still heavily dependent on importation of petroleum products, and that is putting a lot of pressure on our reserves on our foreign exchange.
Nigeria, however, is not without a fair share of good times, as the country has recorded quite a number of giant strides in terms of growth and development.
When we add value, not just cocoa, cola, oil palm, when we add value on organic things that we have, we need to take more out, to look beyond the food.
Then we also have seen a lot of transformation in our financial services sector. You recall the days of the tally number, where you have to go to the bank, you have to take a tally, you have to queue, and you cannot bank unless you are at the branch in which you open the account. A lot of transformation has taken place in our banking system, especially. The Nigerian banking system can stand shoulder to shoulder with any other banking system in the world.
Nigeria's economy is a mixed and middle-income economy with expansion in manufacturing, financial, service, communications, technology, and entertainment sectors, ranking the 27th largest economy in the world in terms of nominal GDP and the 24th largest in terms of purchasing power parity, which has continued to decline. To some Nigerians, the country's economic challenges can be addressed when the government becomes more accountable.
Right now, people are facing a lot of challenges concerning the economy, and I'll just urge the government, they should put in more effort to stabilize the economy so everybody will see the benefits.
Other nations, they improve by themselves. We Nigerians should improve by ourselves. We should have the interest of the people in our hearts. Our leaders should think and know that we Nigerians, we are all human beings. We all need each other.
They don't have anything to offer us. They should go.
The situation of the country in Nigeria now is barely on insecurity. If the government can do something on security, fine, all well and good. It should trigger the development of our country, Nigeria.
Recent data has shown that Nigeria's GDP per capita stood at $2,097 in 2020 to rank 17th on the list of African countries. According to World Bank estimate, Nigeria's GDP annual growth rate is projected to trend around 2.07% in 2022 and 2.60% in 2023. With the GDP per capita projected to decline further and the economy forecast to grow more slow than the population, the government is expected to initiate sustainable policies to sustain the growth it recorded in the second quarter of 2021.
Nigeria is a country blessed with vast human and mineral resources, yet 40% of its population live below poverty line of 137,000 per annum, according to Nigeria Bureau of Statistics. Perhaps a point of reflection as the country celebrates its 61st independence anniversary. Frank Omalape.